Welcome back, Real Talk family. So from the title of this video, you already know what this video is going to be about. But before we get started, I would like to say thank you guys so much to my supporters, to the ones that are subscribed to my channel who support me. You are greatly appreciated. And if you are new to my channel and you like my content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Once you subscribe, make sure you click all so you never miss a video I upload. Alright you guys, so let's just go ahead and get right on into it. This is tips on passing the Science GED test. Okay you guys, as usual, you know I create notes for you guys just to have, because once again, this is not a memorization test. This is a test simply testing your critical thinking when it comes to these tests. Okay, let's go ahead and start. There are 3 branches of science, that is physical, earth, life, and also I added space science because that is up there as well. So a couple little questions about that, so you might want to pay attention to that. Living things are called organisms. There are many types of organisms such as humans or bacteria on the science test. Just to give you an idea of the types of questions that they will be asking you in reference to the information. Maintaining a balanced internal environment, this is called homeostasis, and humans do it when we sweat. So when we sweat, we have a form of homeostasis, and then everything else that is living things, they create their balanced internal environment, like animals and all that, but they don't really get too much into animals besides the food chain. Okay, so plants convert sunlight to nutrients during photosynthesis to transform energy. So as we all know, everything has energy. It doesn't matter what it is, plants, sun, like everything we see, it has energy. If it's a living thing, it has energy. Humans do this when we eat and digest food. So that's why it's very important to be mindful of the things that you intake into your body, because of the fact that we transform energy at some point while doing so. All right, so all organisms are made up of fundamental units or building blocks called cells. So those are those little cells that we see inside our body that creates all kind of organelles and all kind of, it's a lot, you guys. Science is a lot. And by the way, this is my favorite subject, but yes. All right, an ecosystem. An ecosystem is a collection of living things that occupy a common environment and interact with each other as part of a system in which nutrients and energy flow from producers to consumers. And this is where we get into like the food chain. Like, you know, you have animals who eat other animals, and then you have animals who eat plants. So when we come into carnivores, herbivores, and stuff like that, so that's what we're talking about in the food chain. So you might have like a bird who eats a fish, or a bird who eats this. Like everything goes into a chain of things, and either you're the prey or you're the predator. Pretty much that is just how it goes in real life, and that's just science. Okay, so all energy and matter, physical matter that an organism uses to live and grow comes from its food sources. So the energy and the matter around it that makes it up is everything around it. So that is energy. That's why I was telling you guys, energy is everything. Energy is everything. So you have to be careful about the energy around you in general. Okay, you guys, so the relationship between levels in a food chain is sometimes classified in terms of predator. So that's what I was talking about with the food chain. You see, like, usually you see like a web, big old circle, and then this animal eats this animal or the plants, and then the plants are ate by the animals, and then you might have a bear who eats fish, then the bear might eat, then you might have a cheetah that eats, you know, a lot. Like, it's just a food chain. It's a lot. So you guys, you have to kind of do your own research so you can understand it, because science gets really deep. All right, you guys. So the fundamental unit of all the material in our physical world, including all living things and non-living things and substance, is called an atom. Atoms are made up of 3 types of components called particles: protons, neutrons, and electrons. Atoms make up all form of matter, including solids, liquids, gases, and plasma. The solar system consists of a star called the Sun. Planets are large, round objects that travel in elliptical paths around the Sun. Earth is a dense solid planet consisting mostly of rock, iron, and similar objects. Okay, so here's a practice questions. I decided to give you guys a practice question just to give you guys an example of some of the types of questions that they will be asking you, types of questions that I myself that seen on the GED test. Okay, so let's go ahead and read out the question. Carbon-13 is an isotype of carbon with a neutral charge, and it is represented by the symbol 13, and then you see 6 under it, and C stands for the carbon. Which of the following is an accurate list of the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons in carbon-13? Okay, so as you guys see, I gave you all the choices that was given, and D is the answer. 6 protons, 7 neutrons, and 6 electrons. And the reason that D is the answer is because the subscript number, the number on the bottom, pretty much that number on the bottom, you see that 6, indicates the number of protons, which is equal to the number of electrons in a neutral compound. Subtracting the subscript from the superscript, the number on the top gives the number of neutrons. So that is pretty much how the answer is going to be D. All right, so we are on question number 2. Let's go ahead and get started. Fluorocarbons are compounds made up of only of fluorine, which is what you know that's in toothpaste, which is FiFl, and carbon C. Which of the following is not a fluorocarbon? So the answer is going to be C. And the reason why the answer is C is because C contains oxygen. See where you see the O? That is oxygen. That stands for oxygen. Everything else has the F in it, which is the fluorocarbons. And in the answer C, that is not even listed. So that is why the answer is C. Okay, question number 3. How many fluorine atoms are in tetrafluoroethylene? I'm not good at that name, you guys, so bear with me. All right, you guys, so they gave us the answer choices, and we have the answer is going to be C. And the reason why it's going to be C is because, as you see, I have written on the paper, tetra means 4. So since it means 4, that is how you get the answer, you guys. So you are going to get questions on the test like this, because I've seen a couple questions like this on my test where they're going to give you a scenario like they did, like I just gave you guys, and they are going to ask you where's the fluorocarbon, how, you know what I'm saying? They are going to ask you. Math is sometimes involved in science. I know it's hard to believe, but the reason why I didn't put too much, because I just want you guys to kind of get a clear understanding of what the test could be like, what type of things to consider when taking the test. I will tell you guys that the test is 90 minutes, which is an hour and 30 minutes. The test is also 34 questions, and they are based on reading passages, graphics such as diagrams, tables, graphs, and maps of a combination of both. So you guys, you might also want to have your calculator, because I seen some questions that had mean, median, and mode on it, to be honest, on science. So it's not steep math, but it is math a little bit. They will provide you with a formula sheet, and don't memorize the periodic table. You don't need to do that, because they provide you with a formula sheet that has all the information on it. I hope this study guide helps you guys. I also want to tell you guys to make sure, and I have been saying this in every single video, make sure that you are logging on to GED.com where you create your pretty much you create an account. And by creating an account, you need an email, and you create the password, a password that you can remember that's more familiar to you. So you guys, I just want to tell you guys that the GED.com, the website, helped me out a whole lot. It really absolutely did, because it's study guides up there, and it walks you through, it gives you tips on how to prepare, like the day of going to the test. You know, it prepares you with a study guide, giving you some similar questions that you can actually see, and they give you that. I don't know, I'm not sure if they give you the answers, but I'm sure they do. I'm not really sure, you guys. But if you do not pay for the practice test that costs $6, you can also take their practice test that's actually on the website, and I think it's only like 10 questions or so, which is not even that bad, you guys. So I hope this helped you guys. If you have any further questions, please let me know. Write them down in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And like I said, I'm willing to help. I couldn't really cram in everything I really wanted to, like, cram in. So if you have any specific questions that you would like to ask me, please let me know. And like I said, I will do a separate video for you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. I am thinking about actually breaking some videos down into sections so that I can really assist you guys in passing this test, because that is what I'm here to do. I passed the test, and I passed it on my own. I mean, I did take classes or whatever, but I mostly, me studying, me putting the time into the test, or studying, preparing for the test, that's what got me to passing the test. I love science. This is like my favorite subject. I could be on science all day. So just let me know, guys. Like, and this go for any other test. If it's another test, and if it's something that I didn't quite discuss, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for your support. Like, I really do appreciate it, you guys. Like, I really do. The little stuff matters to me. The little stuff counts to me. And I'm happy that I can assist you guys out here in the world and help you guys to pass this GED test. You got it. You can do it. As long as you believe you can do it, you got it. So like I said, thank you guys so much. So until next time, I will see you guys later.